Oakland Coliseum for the 1989 World Series between the Oakland A's and the San Francisco Giants. Fantasy Play-by-Play is brought to you by Bud Light. And now, here's your Fantasy Play-by-Play announcer.
Live from Oakland Coliseum in Oakland, California, it's Game 2 of the 1989 World Series. Welcome, everyone. Hello, everyone. I'm Mike Bunch, and along with me for today's broadcast is my brother, part of Bunch Broadcasting, Jeff Bunch. Glad to have everyone here for Game 2. My regular partner, Louis Polonia, could not make today's game, but Louis unavoidably detained. We're glad to have Jeff. Jeff is a Bay Area resident and former Mukwonago CAA baseball player and Waterford Little League baseball player. Jeff, game 1, the A's, as expected, took over. Dave Stewart was unstoppable. What are we going to see here in game 2?
Well, I think we're going to be looking at the same thing. What we saw in game 1 was a game where Ricky Henderson did little, where Jose Canseco struck out twice, didn't get on base, and then much of the offensive scoring really came from the bottom of the A's lineup. What I think is going to happen is that the Giants are going to have to get on the board, going to have to tag Michael Early, they're going to have to put something on the board to really gain confidence. And I think, we're going to come back to the same thing we talked about yesterday, is Blankenship back.
Lance Blankenship. Lance is a utility player, rookie utility player for the Oakland A's, and an integral part in the A's getting to the series, winning the division championship and getting here.
I really think since he came up on August 27th, I think that's when you started to see the A's really gel as a ball club. And quite frankly, I think that the Giants are a little intimidated by him.
Well, let's talk about this. You're the San Francisco Giants. You're Roger Craig. Game 1, nothing happened. Nothing happened offensively. 5-0. It's got to be a little demoralizing also to get beat by the bottom part of the Oakland A's lineup when your offense can't generate anything.
No question, no question. And plus, you gotta worry about today. We've got Big Daddy on the mound. We talk about trying to combat the A's speed and punch in the lineup. Well, with Big Daddy in line, you're not going to be able to use him as a pinch runner, and quite frankly, he's probably one of the fastest overweight 40-year-old pitchers we have in the league today.
Are you surprised, Jeff, that Roger Craig went with Big Daddy in Game 2 instead of maybe waiting till we get to the stick and Big Daddy can get on the bases?
Well, I think what happened is just because we're going to be over in Oakland throwing, Rick's favorite restaurants are in San Francisco, and by starting here in Oakland, we kind of take a little bit of the time that he has time to eat. I mean, I saw him out in the hallway before stuffing on a couple of Red Hots. Quite frankly, he looked like he was ready, but he was stuffing them in pretty good.
Well, we as we well know, the Big Daddy can eat with the best of them, but also, hey, he can pitch with the best of them. Let's face it, we're in the World Series. He's one of the reasons they're here.
He is. He has been one of the most integral parts of the Giants lineup. I think we're going to see him. He had a bad outing, his first outing in the NLCS against Chicago. Came back to pitch a great game. I think you're going to see.
Tell you what, beautiful day here. The game time temperatures 62 degrees.
It's a balmy 62 though.
Balmy 62 for the Bay Area. And Jeff, I appreciate you taking time out of your windsurfing. I know you have a busy schedule. You're on the windsurfing tour. You do a lot of promotional speaking. I appreciate you helping us out and filling in for Louis Polonia today.
Well, I think the fans here have really missed Louis Polonia, and the A's management's felt bad what happened dealing to the Yankees. And in fact, today they didn't make a big deal about it, but today was Louis Polonia Day here at Game 2, and all young teenage girls under the age of 14. The first 1,000 girls under the age of 14 got a free hot dog
and a poster of Louis Polonia in his uniform. Thank you.
Well, we have some celebrities in today, and in fact, we're going to bring our first one in. Sylvester Stallone is in. Let's get him in here. How you doing, Sly?
Hey, I'm doing all right, Jeff. It's good to see you.
Well, I know you're a big Giants fan, and I got to tell you, you got to be taking it on the chin from after yesterday's defeat.
Well, you're absolutely right. Absolutely. I'm most definitely rooting for the Giants. I like the underdog. Back in '82 when I fought Apollo Creed, I was the underdog. So I'm always rooting for the underdog. But I think the Giants can come back.
How's How's your wife, Adrian?
Adrian, God bless her. I got Adrian, I got Buckus.
Excuse me, Sly. Listen, we got the two Little League World pitchers down there today. They're going to throw out the first pitch.
Some highlights here from the World Series, and for the first time in a long time, the United States won it.
They beat the Taiwanese team, God bless
great.
it.
America's pastime.
They talk about kids today, being screw-ups, and look at these two youngsters here. I mean, I think you got to give them a hand. Look at that.
Those kids are very excited. What an honor to throw out the first pitch at a World Series game.
Frankly, they were excited about throwing out the first pitch, but before the game, they got to meet Lance. And I can tell you, the joy on those kids' face was something to behold.
To meet an all-star like Lance, unbelievable. And here we go.
The kids are happy. They're going to probably go talk to Lance right now. Right now. There they are.
There they are. We're just about ready for the first pitch. I think it's time we go over the lineups here for the ball game this evening. Leading off and playing playing center field for the Giants will be Brett Butler. Batting second and playing second base will be Robbie Thompson. Batting third, and the National League Championship Series MVP, of course, is Will Clark. Batting cleanup, the National League leader in home runs this year and RBIs, and most likely going to be the MVP, Kevin Mitchell. He'll be followed by number 5 in the batting order, Matt Williams at third base. Batting sixth, former Brewer, Ernest Riles. Ernest doing the
like
DHing
Ernie.
tonight.
Ernie's going to do well, I think.
Ernie's trying to come out for, I believe, an 0 for 10 slump in the World Series, but
Ernie also has never gotten a hit in the DH role either, but maybe tonight he'll blink out of it.
Not only that, he's 0 for 10. Batting seventh and playing right field, and this is right field has been a sore spot for the Giants, is Candy Maldonado.
Let's be blunt. Candy sucks, and Donnell Nelson is not much better. And we got Sheridan. I mean, all three of them basically sucked the big one, and there's not much we can do about it.
There's no doubt, once you get past the number 5, number 6 hitter in the Giants lineup, that they're hurting. Batting eighth will be the shortstop, Jose Uribe. And pitching, of course, we mentioned it earlier, Big Daddy on the hill today, Rick Rushell. Jeff, what do we have in the Oakland A's lineup?
Well, first of all, the starting pitcher for the A's is going to be Mike Moore. Mike Moore acquired from, I believe, Seattle in the trade with Seattle. He is 6'4", right-hander, weighs 205, 29 years old, went 19-11 this year for 89, going 18-34 over the last 2 years with Seattle. Thank God that he got out of that forsaken town. He's an overpowering right-hander. I think he's going to give the Giants some trouble, but you've got Will Clark, who loves to go against right-handers, and you got a slight breeze blowing out. I really think that they're going to have to tag him early.
Well, there's no doubt that the Giants are going to have to get some production out of the whole lineup, especially number 3, 4, and 5 hitters if they're going to win this thing.
The amazing thing is the A's cannot get anything from those 3, 4, and 5 hitters and still go on to win the ball game. Jose is working on an 0 for 21 World Series streak, and we're going to be watching that very closely and see if he can break it. Here come the A's. Let's take a look at it.
All right, here come the A's. We're about ready for the first pitch. Game number 2, 1989. Fall Classic. The drama is about to unfold.
Let's go over the A's in defensive position. Pitching, of course, is Moore. Behind the plate, Terry Steinbach, the All-Star Game MVP of a couple years ago. McGuire on first, Phillips at second. Walt Weiss at shortstop, Carney Lansford, runner-up for the batting title this year on third base. Ricky Henderson left, Dave Henderson center field, and Jose Dog Meat Canseco, number 33 in right field. The guy has really done nothing.
Well, both you and I have had an opportunity to be at the ball game last night, and quite honestly, Jose had a terrible game. No hits, struck out twice, and a couple plays out in the outfield that I felt should have been made, Jeff Bunch, were not made.
I think he's on drugs, Mike.
Good point. I very possibly will.
Hey, my God, look over there. I don't mean to interrupt you, but there's Bob Uecker. Jesus, look at those seats he's got. Hey, Bob, where'd you get those seats?
Oh, great seats, Jeff. Love to be here at the ballpark. Let's go baseball.
Bob Uecker, always a pleasure. There's Mike Moore. Let's take a look at his Lindry. He comes from pretty much over the top. ERA at 2.61. He pitched about 241 innings this year. This is his first appearance in a World Series game. He's one of two A's pitchers who's never been in a World Series before, so maybe that'll get to him.
Well, let's talk a little bit about game number 2. Really the turning point in a 7-game series. You have Oakland. If they win, they're up 2-0. They're feeling good going to the stick.
And if you have the Giants win, of course it's 1-1.
And they're going back to the stick. The Giants, they need to win today. They go back to the stick, their home park. It's tough to win at Candlestick for the away team, and the Giants definitely have an advantage, but they got to win today, Jeff.
They got to. I think the second game of this four-game series, 4 out of 7, best of 7 series, is really the crucial one. It's the one that determines whether someone is playing big-time catch-up baseball or it's going to dictate the tone of the season, back and forth seesaw battle.
Well, we're just about to get the first pitch underway here again. It will be Butler, Thompson, and Will Clark in San Francisco first. If they do any damage, we'll have Mitchell and Williams to follow.
We want to thank the sponsors of our game today.
Sponsors for today's game. First of all, we have Johnsonville Beer and Bratwurst, the Bratwurst with a beer right in them.
Brett Butler steps in the plate today, and we'll watch the first pitch, Mike Moore.
All right, folks, we're just about ready to get going here. In the batter's box, Brett Butler. 7-year veteran, Brett Butler, good leadoff man. He will look for the pitch if it's there, but also will take the walk if it's there.
Don't be surprised if Brent doesn't lay down a bunt to get going. He did that a number of times over the year, and he got in, and the grass is cut rather thick here.
Here it is.
Takes it.
And game 2 is underway, and the first pitch is a ball outside. Butler steps in, and Moore gets a sign from Terry Steinbach. Here's the delivery. There it is. You called it. You were right on it, Jeff.
I did my homework, Mike.
Strike 1, 1-1 count. Oh, just a beautiful day in the Bay Area. Perfect weather for a fall classic. The
A's defense playing him pretty much straight away. And you'll see where the first base coach actually for Brent Butler stays out of the first base box. If we can get a shot of that, maybe our producer can get a shot of that.
Okay, ball 2 outside. Moore again over from Seattle, a free agent signing with Oakland this year. And definitely that Oakland staff is loaded with pitching. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Moore having a little trouble.
It's just the first time in a World Series. I think that's shake up anyone. Brentler led the majors this year in triples, hit 13 of them.
The 3-1 pitch to Butler. Right down the pipe. He was taken all the way on that one, Jeff.
You saw Phillips' shortstop come in. They actually thought that he might try to bunt again.
I think Roger Craig was having Butler take all the way on that play because, quite honestly, the Giants need to get base runners. They didn't have very many last night. They need to get guys on base.
I think the crowd here is a little subdued too. They wanted to see Lance Blankenship in the starting lineup. Obviously, they're not in. They got Weiss to hit a home run. You can't take a guy out. Oh, and they walk Butler.
The 3-2 pitch for Moore, low and outside. Butler's on.
They need to set the table. They need to get Brett Butler on base. They need to get him on base and Robbie Thompson to get on base for them to score some runs, and they've done that.
Stepping into the batter's box is the second baseman who bats right-handed, Robbie Thompson.
Butler had worked 4 times in the NLCS series with Chicago. I think each of those 4 times he scored.
Butler also with a 4 for 16 in the NLCS. He's on base. They're going to need him on base to win. They're going to hold Butler on at first.
Moore does not have the best pickoff move.
Well, there's
you
Moore
can tell
faking.
It's pretty slow. I could have got to first base from up here on that move.
And on your legs, that's pretty good. All right, let's see if Butler distracts Moore here. We'll get to the pitch to the plate. Checks the runner at first.
Watch his right. Moore's problem on the pickoff moves, if you watch his right leg touching his right foot touching the rubber, he's a big boy. And he's got a lot of, those things have a boat license on them in most states, and it takes him a while to move that foot off the rubber. Look at the big lead that Butler's got. He's not going to steal, but he's going to make Moore think about it.
Oh, Moore is having a very tough time finding the plate. 7 pitches, and only 2 have found the strike zone. Jeff, you had a chance to see a few Giants games this year. Will Butler run?
I don't think so. They really need to try to get Robbie Thompson. You might see a hit and run. I don't think Rogers going to do that.
There he goes. Hit and run play.
Fielder's choice. It was a hit and run.
Easy play.
I think Moore threw a fastball on the outside part of the plate, and Robbie had a hard time getting over it. But he moved him over to second base and willed the throw.
All right. Here's what the Giants need. Here's a replay.
See Butler
tap.
taking off. He just didn't get around on it.
Little tap right back to McGuire. McGuire steps on a bag, no problem. And Butler's down at second, right where they want him for the man. Will the thrill as he steps in.
Will hit 650 in the NLCS and got 2 hits last night.
Again, Moore cannot find the strike zone. Well, this is the same, if you remember, Jeff, last night, we had a runner on second. First inning, Will Clark up. Couldn't get the runner to advance. Couldn't get that base hit. Let's see what happens here in game 2.
They're not going to throw him down anything low where you can get a hold of it. Oh,
There's the pitch.
It's going to stay in the
Henderson's got a
ballpark.
beat on it. And Butler will hold. He had good wood on it, but not good enough.
I'll tell you, Moore got away with a lucky pitch that time. That was right where he wanted it. And he just didn't quite get around on it fast enough. The ball took off like a shot. It was hit very hard, but right at Henderson.
Now stepping up to the plate, left fielder and the National League home run and RBI champ, and undoubtedly going to be the MVP, Kevin Mitchell. Big guy. Look at those arms on Kevin Mitchell.
Well, there's been some controversy in the Giants camp this week because Kevin missed practice. I guess he had to close on a new house down in San Diego, and I think some of his teammates were upset about it. Low.
Again, Moore misses low. Ball 1 to Mitchell. It's very important, I think, for Mike Moore to get through this first inning without getting hit. It looks like he has a little World Series opening day or second game jitters.
Mitchell didn't hit that with that bad of an average in the regular season, batting .291. Of course, everyone talks about his 47 home runs and 125 RBIs. Swing, fall
Mitchell
back.
gets a piece of it. And the count's at 1-1. 2 down. Top of the first. If you joined us late, game 2 of the 1989 Fall Classic. And we have Mr. Brett Butler on second. He reached with a walk. Thompson went down. Will Clark went down.
Look at the batting protector thing that Kevin wears on his front foot. That he fouls so many off that he actually wears a shoe 2 sizes bigger than his right foot just because of that.
The 1-1 pitch is in the dirt, and again, we find Moore struggling. If you're Mike Moore right now, and there's 2 out, Kevin Mitchell up, you got Matt Williams on deck. Do you think he's purposely not giving Kevin anything to hit?
He probably doesn't really respect Matt Williams as much as he should. He's not going to give him anything good to hit. On the other hand, you don't want to put 2 men on with Matt Williams up, and I know he's been told not to do that. Just Moore's an ugly bastard. Look at the guy.
Here's the 2-1 pitch to Kevin Mitchell. Butler has his lead off second. Mitchell taps it down the third baseline, foul. Very interesting here in Oakland. There's a lot of room in foul territory. I think we saw it last night where there was quite a few outs in the foul territory.
That's right, Mike. Now, even though that the Oakland Park was the second in runs scored throughout the series, this has more foul ball territory than any other park in the American League. And interestingly enough, the Candlestick Park has got more foul territory than any park in the National League.
The 2-2 pitch, Butler off a second. Again missing. Moore runs it full to Mr. Mitchell. What do you look for here if you're Kevin Mitchell?
If it's a good pitch, he's going to try to swing at it. He's probably going to try to. He's not going to try to yank it out of the park. But again, Kevin doesn't have the best ball selection.
Moore is off to a very shaky start. You saw there another pitch in the dirt, and now he's getting his signal straight with both Terry Steinbach, and I think he's going to ask for a new baseball.
Mike, I know you had a chance to talk to the A's players after last night's game, before the game here. What was the mood in the A's dugout?
The A's just feel they're out for revenge, even though they didn't lose to the Giants last year. They feel they're the best team in baseball, and they want to win. The payoff pitch to Mitchell, and he fouls it back on a play right field side.
Mitchell had 2 home runs and 7 RBIs, 17 at-bats in the NLCS. He really was not the impact player that we thought he was going to be. He had 2 hits last night.
Kevin can the thing about Kevin Mitchell, Mr. Dangerous, he can pop one out of here anytime, any moment. And with a 3-2 delivery, he's looking for the fastball. He's looking for the heat for more.
He actually changed his stance a little bit. You can see it's slightly closed, and he's got his feet a little bit closer apart.
Here's the 3-2 delivery. And he jammed him on the fist. And Walt Weiss is under it, and he's got it. After 1, the Giants, no runs, no hits, no errors. They leave 1. We'll be back with the bottom of the first after these messages.
Everyone, this is the time, I guess, where the best man, that's me, is supposed to propose a toast to the bride and groom. So if you'll all raise your glasses and toast my best friend Nick and his lovely bride Mindy.
Here, here.
Wait a minute, this beer.
It's not Bud Light.
Yeah, this isn't Bud Light.
Who cares? All light beers are the same.
Hey, pal, Bud Light's the light beer with a first name and taste, okay?
Yeah, and it won't fill you up.
Gee, I kind of thought there'd be nothing but the best at your wedding, Nick.
Hey, folks, don't blame me. Her father's the one paying for the wedding.
Oh, Daddy, no Bud Light. How could you?
I'm sorry, kitten. I didn't know. Oh, some father-in-law you turned out to be, Mr. Dooley.
Hey, her mother dealt with a caterer.
Yes, but I was more concerned about what to serve with Chicken Kiev.
Bud Light goes with Chicken Kiev.
Ask for Bud Light, because everything else is just a lie.
Hey, look, there's a Bud Light truck outside.
I got a delivery of Bud Light for the Goldberg Bar Mitzvah.
Oh, that's it. Hey, that's awesome.
Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
All right, we're back here, bottom of the first inning. Again, Jeff, the Giants, no offense. It's 10 innings now in the World Series that they haven't scored a run. They had a man on second. They had their big hitters up, Clark and Mitchell. They didn't come through.
No, they haven't won it. They lost 3 in a row in 1962. They haven't won a game in World Series since 1962, and I think that the pressure's on. They're feeling the pressure. But also remember, Mike, the team that has been shut out, there's only been about 5 or 6 World Series games where there's been a shutout the first game, and in almost every instance the team that's lost the shutout has come back to win.
Let's talk a little bit about Rick Russell. 17-8 over the year, a 2.94 ERA, 200+ innings pitched. There's a good shot of Big Daddy. And here's the lineup he's going to face for the A's tonight.
Leading off and playing left field, Ricky Henderson. Carney Lenson will be batting second. These guys are the table setters. Canseco batting third. Parker will be batting fourth. Always a threat. Dave Henderson, who had played center field. McGuire batting after Henderson. Steinbach, the catcher, hit a home run. I mean, he is also very much of a power threat. Phillips and Weiss rounded out. Let's set the Giants defensively here. As we said, Big Daddy on the mound.
Ricky Henderson.
First, Robbie Thompson, shortstop, Jose Uribe at third, Matt Williams at third. Here's Ricky Henderson.
Henderson will lead it off, and he was the catalyst. He was the key that made it happen in the ALCS.
I don't care. You know, I don't care how good the guy is. The guy's a hot dog guy. I don't like the guy.
Well, how do you really feel about it, Joe?
When I form an opinion, I'll come back to you.
Russell with a pitch.
Ooh, Big Daddy.
Big Daddy, he is not going to baffle you with speed. In fact, I think, I remember last year at County Stadium, we had a chance to throw with the radar gun, and I believe we throw it faster than Big Daddy.
Yeah, but the guy is wily. He's got so much fat on him. He's got to do something to stay in there. I mean, the guy's 40 years old. He eats like a horse. He can't even run around the bases. And here he is pitching. He's the third oldest pitcher ever to pitch in World Series.
As we see, Mr. Russell, ball 3, no strikes, is just as wild as Mike Moore. And before you get too down on Mr. Russell, Mr. Bunch, look where you are. Mr. Russell's making a nice big fat salary, even though he's a big fat guy.
Yeah,
ball 4, he walked him.
Exactly what you don't want to do to Ricky Anderson. The points well taken, Mike, on Rick Russell, but look at him, man. I don't care. You could pay me $1 million here. I still wouldn't want to be that fat, and I would have a better looking mustache than this.
Okay, we're, by the way, the bottom of the first inning is brought to you by Mott's Paint. Better paint with Mott's, better paint with Mott's.
No, I think that's better paint with Mott's. Paint better with Mott's.
That will work also.
Let's watch Henderson.
Henderson with the lead.
I wouldn't be
and
surprised if Russell picks him off. He's got a great move to first.
Russell cannot find the plate, and both these pitchers are just all over. They're finding everything but the strike zone. Russell has yet to throw a strike.
Carney Lansford was acquired from Boston in 1982. Led the A's with a .455 batting average against the.
There goes Henderson. No problem whatsoever.
Terry Kennedy he shouldn't even try. He's not going to catch Ricky Henderson. Why take the chance to get an error? We should just give him an automatic pass to second base because Kennedy's not going to be able to dig it out. Here,
everybody in the park knew, and you see right there, Kennedy was in such a hurry to catch Henderson, and he had no chance. No chance.
Ricky, being as vain as he is, I'm surprised he even slid. He'd get that dirt all over him.
The pitch to Lansford. There's a shot into right field. It's going to get in the corner. That'll score one run. It's going to be a double. Henderson crosses the plate. Lansford is in at second, standing. Well, here we go, Jeff. The A's, no problem.
You know, Mike, I told you I saw Rick Russell out in the aisle ahead of it. I told him not to eat that fifth hot dog. He said he wanted it. He put extra mustard on it. Frankly, the man's a disgrace to the game of baseball.
Now, Russell was the starter in Game 2 in the NLCS. Was down on Rush Street. Rumor had it, slamming beers, eating pizza, and what happened in Game 2 in Chicago? He got beat. He got beat bad.
Here's the replay. A little skitter out going to the right field corner and ran for 2. It really wasn't even close played second. Here's Jose. We're going to see if he can go for 0 for 22 in World Series play. We want him to go for the record.
He's very pressing right here. There's a grounder. Right. Williams has got it. The throw to first, no problem. Again, Jose Canseco 0 for 22 now in the World Series
What
play.
are they paying that man for?
We may not see Jose Canseco next year. It's obvious that he's very struggling, very pressing, and they win. They win whether he produces or not.
Well, obviously they do because he hasn't been producing in World Series. He hits one big home run in the ALCS, and everyone makes a big deal. Look at him. What a loser.
Here's the Cobra. Dave Parker last night jacked one out of here over the right field fence, and he's looking for Russell.
He has
Big
5.
swing.
He's got 5 homers in postseason play, 3 in the ALCS, 2 in the series lifetime.
Parker was a member of the '79 Pirates World Series team, wasn't he?
We are family. Look at that earring he's sporting. That looks like yours you used to have back when you were a bisexual.
And I did come out of the closet was the main thing, though, and I've been respected for that. 1-1 count to Parker. We're in the bottom of the second. A's lead at 1-0. Lansford on second. The pitch. He's going to poke that one. That one could drop. Maldonado had a beat on it, though, and he grabs it. Lansford back to second.
Surprised Candy didn't want to take one of those sliding catches that he's so well known for. He's got to be feeling the pressure.
2 down, and that'll bring up center fielder Dave Henderson. There's Canseco. Look at him very dejectedly on the bench. Canseco not feeling good right now.
You know, I think we got a pretty good shot on Lance there on the end there. I don't know if you saw that. I think you could see the teammates kind of warming up to him.
Speaking of Lance, I happened earlier, I believe I saw his wife, Paige, in the crowd. And if we could get Paige up into the booth, that would be great. I know a lot of fans would like to talk to or like to hear about.
We're going to send the statistician Terry Multridge out. He's going to go get her. Hang on a second.
Hopefully we can get her. There's Henderson. He's already crossed the plate once. Russell with a pitch. He misses again. 1-1.
Big Daddy's got to be. Ooh, look, he looks tired already.
The thing about Big Daddy is he gets better as the game wears on. But this game, the thing with the A's and their hitting and the Giants' lack of hitting, the 1 run might be all they need.
Well, the way the Giants have been hitting, I wouldn't be surprised.
Henderson off the fist, he fouls it back. 2-2 count. 2 down, bottom of the second. We're at the Fall Classic, the Bay World Series.
Again, Mike, we come back to pitching. I mean, here Big Daddy's struggling the first inning. The A's becoming the first pitching staff since the powerhouse pitching staffs of the Orioles to win back-to-back ERA championships.
Swing and a miss. Big Daddy mows him down, but the A's get one. And after one inning, right here in Game 2 of the World Series, 1-0. And
Mike, it's a real pleasure working with you.
Again, I appreciate you filling in for Louis Polonia, and we'll see you back here in the 1990 World Series.
Thank you, Mike.
You were great. We'll see you again next season for another Bud Light Fantasy Play-by-Play.
You know, the Bay Area World Series, 1989, the San Francisco Giants and the Oakland Athletics, and we're about ready to go over to the ballpark, just waiting for our train to head on over. And big series. One of the keys to the series, as we well know, is what, Jeff Bunch?
I think the key to the series, and you can talk about speed, pitching, hitting, and the intangibles. The one thing that we're going to be concentrating during our broadcast today is the effect of
the man.
You betcha.
Lance Blankenship. He's the man.
As you can see here, the crowd. Just there's lots of people here.
Yeah. Everybody's preparing to
We'll be talking to the fans and maybe get their reaction to Lance a little bit later on.
Hi, I'm Jeff Bunch. We're here on our train on our way to Coliseum with the Oakland A's guys. Are you guys are one full of A's? Oh, yes, Glenn, really. Did give two reasons why I thought the A's were going to win. And what are you going to be looking for in the series? I think their pitching stands up to par, and they just play like they've been playing all year. Who's your favorite player? Lance Blankenship. Really? You've been watching all year? I've been trying to, yeah. Did you think he had a good series against the Blue Jays? Excellent. Yeah, he did really good. Yeah, I think he did a good job with it. Since you go around here, you guys going to the game today? Sure. Yeah. You guys Giants fans, A's fans? For the A's. For the A's. Yeah, well, you're going to be, you like Will Clark. All year long, you've a couple reasons why you would be the Bass Brothers.
Hey, there he is. There he is.
Oh, Lance? You like Lance? Yeah. Really? Gosh, you guys kind of your favorite player. Be good. Yeah. Wow, that's great utility player. You heard it. People are here to see Lance Blankenship, and I think you're going to see a lot of him, and I think the fans are excited to see Lance play, so we'll come back to you in a little bit.
Not anymore.
Yeah, go ahead. What's your name?
My name's Heston.
Heston?
Heston. Heston.
Where are you from, Heston?
I'm from Oakland.
Oakland. So you're obviously going to root for the A's.
Oh, obviously.
Obviously. Why do you like the A's so much?
Well, you can start off with the first batter and work your way down to at least number 7.
Really?
Yeah.
What about the guys that play the bench? The guys on the bench, who do you think probably does the best job?
Set up. Well, I got to go with Gallego and Weiss.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
What about Lance Blankenship? Do you think that he does a pretty good job?
Well, since you're afraid, he does a great job. We'll make this look good for him. He does a great job.
Thank you. Mike, go.
Thanks, appreciate it.
That was good. That turned out really good.
We're here at the stadium, and we've got a couple of fans here. I believe you guys are Oakland A's fans, is that right? Yeah. What do you think about the game today? Go ahead. The A's are going to win? Why are the A's going to win? They're the best? What's your name, Robert? Robert, who's your favorite player on the A's? Mark McGwire is your favorite player? How about you, William? Lance who? The utility player, Lance? Lance Blankenship. Oh yeah, he's your favorite player? All right, well let's go A's. Thanks. Walt Weiss. Hey, Walt, you got a couple minutes here before the game? Mike. Oh, okay, yeah, he lives out here in the Bay Area. Is that right? Super. Hey, Walt, you got to be really excited. It's second time you've been in the series.
It's nothing like this. I can't begin to dream how excited I am. So many people, so many players that just love to go to the Fall Classic, and here I am, second time, Rookie of the Year last year, second time in the series. Who could ask for more?
Last year, you were real excited to get here. Everybody picked the A's to get here. You got here. Big letdown. The Dodgers came along.
a big nightmare, real terrible. This year, Tony got the guys together. We basically talked. We got to do a little bit more running on the bases. That's going to be the key. We got Ricky. Ricky came with us in June, and that was a big miracle. It helped us in the league championship series. And I'll tell you, the key is going to be running. We're going to really disturb the Giants by getting around the bases.
One other key I know that's very important to the A's winning, and that's the Blankenship factor. Lance, you know him, the crowd, they love him.
I'll tell you, the only thing I was sorry about is I didn't get to see Lance play a full season because he would have gotten Rookie of the Year for 1989, no doubt about that. Lance is a star player, I tell you, big hit at Cal. Every time he gets up there to pinch, he comes through, gets on the bases, he runs. Hell of a shortstop, a utility player too. He and I roommated together last year in the season, Doug Jennings and I, and the three of us get along real well.
All right. Hey, Walt, I know you got to go. Tony's calling for you. Good luck.
Nice meeting you.
Thanks for taking the time out.
Bye-bye.
All right, you saw it right there. Walt Weiss, one of the keys. Let's get down to the game.